We're watching more Teacups and we're getting dressed up for Halloween.
But don't worry, they're just costumes, right? Alright guys, I'm Steve, this is my buddy Darth. We are going to show you some of the cool stuff that we found online on Amazon for Halloween for this year, 2020. I'm sure Amazon will probably be around next year too, so don't worry if it's not quite the right year. But we're going to show off everything that we found, all the cool stuff that we were able to find online, and make sure you watch until the end because we have a couple other things, props and toys that we may have added to our costumes also. You don't want to miss that. So check it out, stay with us, here we go. First off, we have Darth Vader. It includes the super cool Darth Vader mask. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay? Cool. And it has this is one piece, the shirt and the pants all in one. It has the cool things off the side, just like Darth Vader actually has. Can you spin around a little bit, buddy, please? It's also got Darth Vader's awesome cape that can run around in the background. All of these came together in the same set. Let's look at the front and tell me if you can see out the front perfectly well. Yeah? Okay, how many fingers am I holding up?
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, I guess that's pretty good. And I can hear you pretty well. Can you breathe really easily? Is it hard to breathe or is it really easy to breathe? Well, I know it's hard for Darth Vader to breathe. How about you? Is it easy for you to breathe in that mask? What do you think about the costume? Do you like this costume?
Yeah.
Is it super cool? Are you so excited to go out trick-or-treating as Darth Vader? Yeah. All right, let's hear your best Darth Vader impression. Ready? That's weird, because I thought I was your father. All right, let's talk about Baby Yoda. Another super cool costume that we found was the Child from The Mandalorian. It's our favorite series of the year, and of course the Child stole the show completely. Sorry, Mando, but this one's the real action figure hero. This is another Ruby's costume. It comes with the awesome Yoda, Baby Yoda, the Child, however you want to call it, headpiece that has the cool ears. Comes with the awesome robe, that's the brown part and the white part packed in. It's all Velcro. It has a hood on the back that we're not using, of course, but it's there. They have two different sizes, one for infants and one for toddlers. We ended up getting the toddler size. Our little dude here is 2, and it ended up being perfectly fine. So we read in some of the reviews that the ears ended up being a little floppy over time. We agree. We haven't had this very long. It's the second or third time we've worn it, and the ears are already kind of going. We also don't care because the costume is amazing. So Ruby's, it's the Child costume. Awesome, definitely check it out, right? There's one thing that's really missing from your Darth Vader costume that didn't come with the Ruby set. What do you think that might be?
Helmet.
Well, no, you got you have the face, it didn't have the helmet. What else comes with the Darth Vader costume that you are missing? How about a lightsaber?
Right.
Do you want that?
Yeah.
Cool. Oops. You're mine, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become even more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
You can discover your power. I'm a Jedi. I know there is good in you. You underestimate how well the dark side.
I will not fight you, Father. I sense the good in you. Just kidding. Slice!
Jedi, like my
Alright everybody, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the lightsabers that we ended up picking up, but my kids got a little too excited, so I had to wait until I could sneak away and steal them to show you a little bit more about them. So, there are 3 different sabers in the set, a Luke, a Vader, and a Rey lightsaber. They made the blue one for Rey, which is fine. It's been handed down through every generation, so it could be a number of people's, but they're calling it Rey. It has the Rey sound effects and things inside of it. And we have them all here. The hilts are actually pretty accurate for the actual owners. They are very obviously plastic. There's not pretending to be any metal or real heft to these at all. As far as that goes, and they all do include the, I don't know if you can see it, the Star Wars label that's right up here. All of them have that, but I mean, this is clearly Luke's old saber. You can tell by the very specific piece that pops out here, placement of the buttons, and then of course the handle, which juts out a little bit. The green lightsaber, which is clearly Luke's newly constructed one, you can tell generally by the bottom piece here in silver, where it has just the rivets, and then the handle, which just has the little grooves as it goes through. Again, includes the Star Wars label. And then Vader's saber, which again, plastic, you know, kind of, I don't want to say it's flimsy, it's obviously not, it's hard plastic, but it's not metal, right? So, but it's, you know, clearly Vader's design, you know, and then all of them include the button that you can press, so. Each of them has a power on voice. It has a voice after you power down, and then of course, as I just got interrupted, it'll actually talk to you as it moves, just in general over time. So it'll know when it's moving around also. And then the turn off voice. So after the saber goes down, it will give you another voice. And then Luke's.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
This will be mine. Again, the wavy sound, another voice. And then the power down.
I know there is good in you.
And all 3 of those have it. We only have 6 AAA batteries in our household. They do require 3 AAAs each. They do not come with those batteries, so you'll need to supply those AAAs. They're not something we normally have. So there's that to consider. And another thing that's a little bit different from, say, the 90s versions of these lightsabers are it's only going to go down that far. It doesn't collapse further. Previous lightsabers in the 90s would actually go all the way down into the hilt. I loved those. They were absolutely my favorite. Came out, I think, 98, 99, 2000, around episode 1 time. Those were my favorite lightsabers they ever made because the lightsaber fully retracted. So with these, you'll always have a little bit of extra sticking up here. But as a pro, this is a really hard plastic. The ones that we had, you know, in the 90s, early 2000s were very flimsy plastic. They'd fly out over time. You'd actually lose pieces of your lightsaber, you know, and they would get deformed and all that. This is a seriously hard plastic. You know, I mean, you're not seeing any deformation at all inside of these things. It's pretty durable. I mean, you saw my 5-year-old was coming at me. Darth Vader was coming at me. I mean, you saw Darth Vader was coming at me pretty hard. in our little battle sequence, and it held up pretty well. So that is not something the previous ones would do. So pros and cons: much more resilient, harder plastic. It's going to last longer, but you are always going to see part of the blade. And then finally, last thing you'll find on these is a QR code that's hiding inside of every lightsaber right on the side there. Scan this with your phone. It's just going to bring you to Hasbro.com Star Wars section so they can sell you more toys. So no cool integration or anything like that. It's just a link to their website. So safely peel these off, as well as the caution stickers that you can see here on the hilt. Man, these are some super cool lightsabers. I am very pleased with how durable they're going to be. Our kids clearly are big fans. We're gonna give them back on actual Halloween night and let them go a little bit nuts with a couple of the neighbors. We've got a select few houses that we're gonna go to here in COVID season, but we'll get a couple good pictures out of it at least. But yeah, we're really big fans of the lightsabers. You clearly saw that in the other video. Hope this is helpful. If you're interested, we'll put the link to these as well as all the costumes, like I mentioned before, down in the description down below. You can check those out. It is an affiliate link for Amazon, so if you buy like everything, they will literally give us like a dime or a quarter or two. But you know, every little bit helps with our channel, so we want to be really transparent with you. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but we get a couple pennies from the sale. It's a real great way for you to support our channel too. If that's something that you're into, we would really appreciate it. All right, back to the action. So we are completely in love with our Star Wars costumes. Mine is just a really simple basic robe with an undershirt and a gi from when I was like 10 years old under it. It does not still fit, which is why the robe is closed so well. But I'll link to just the very basic robe underneath. You'll find all of these descriptions for all these costumes right down in the comments below if that's something that you would like to do. We are beyond Baby Yoda's attention span in making of the video, but we would love for you to be part of the group too. So make sure to like this video if you liked our costumes and our awesome fighting, right, Darth Vader? And we would love for you to subscribe too, become one of our teapots, join the Ride the Teacups family, and we will help you before, during, and after Disneyland, bringing that magic home and having you enjoy your trip. Thank you so much for watching.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Or else, right, Darth Vader?
Your powers are weak.
We'll come and get
see
you.
you next time we ride the teacups.